it's been a couple of days since I recorded anything, so we're going to continue on here, and we're in 92, and continuing on with the healing process is certainly well on the way, and this song it was actually called "Oh Great Mountain" and is um, I guess it's actually based on a Bible verse in Zechariah 4, 6, and 7 that says, "Who are you, O great mountain? You shall become a plain, not by might nor by power, but by my Spirit, saith the Lord." And I think this is around about this time that I read an incredibly moving book. Actually, it's about the third most popular Christian book ever written, starting with the Bible, and then uh, Pilgrim's Progress, and the third most popular book, I think, is a book called Hind's Feet in High Places by Hannah Hannard. And I remember as I read that book, and if you haven't read the book, if you've gone, especially if you've gone through some difficult times in your life, I highly recommend that you get a copy and read it. It's an allegory, and the heroine, or the main character of the story, is a young lady. Her name is Much Afraid, and she is to be wed to her cousin called Craven Fear. And but the Good Shepherd comes along and he invites her to come and dwell upon the mountaintops with him. And there's an incredible amount of meaning in everything in this book. It's just a really amazing book. And as I read this book, I literally I, I cried many times as I read the book, because I said, "Oh man, that is so me," because I realized that all the things that I've been going through in my life had been because I had been afraid of trusting God, and I had allowed fear to dominate me in this relationship that I was in. Fear was a very great part of it, because of the toxicity of the situation and the way that I was treated and everything, and I was really enslaved in a lot of ways. There's one moment in the book, and somebody else had talked about this and mentioned it, and I remember that moment, and it really sums up, I think, the whole book. And in the story, she goes through many different adventures as she travels up into the mountains, and along the way she has trials and tribulations. I won't tell you anything more other than that, but it really is an amazing book. But there's one part in the book where she ends up in a desert area, and she's going through the desert. There's some ruins of some building or something in the middle of nowhere, basically, and it's just like barren, and the sun is beating down. It's dry, and nothing growing except over by this broken down building. There's a standpipe sticking up out of the ground, and there's a little hole in the pipe, and every once in a while a little drop of water drops down onto the ground, and out of the ground where the water droplet hits, there's a beautiful little flower, little yellow flower. And Much Afraid, she goes over to this flower, and she's just admiring this beautiful little flower, and she says to the flower, she says, "Oh, little beautiful flower," she says, "what is your name?" In the flower, because this is an allegory. The flower responds back and says, "My name is Counted All Joy." And wow, it's just really profound, the depth that this book goes to, because each person who would read it you would put your own self into it, and that's the beauty of it being an allegory, and it's a wonderful book. So "Oh Great Mountain" is, I think I'd read the book right about this time, and then in reading this verse in Zechariah, yeah, it inspired me to write these words. So it's called "Oh Great Mountain." Who are you, O great mountain? You shall become plain. Who are you, O great mountain? said to me, I will never leave your side. I'll be in your heart and never will depart. In my love you'll safely hide. Who are you, oh great mountain? You shall become a plain. Who are you, oh great mountain? You shall become a plain. I'm dancing on the peaks, and by faith I leap. The shepherd gently carries me. I'm climbing up the hill, the air is clear still, and from my fear I am set free. Who are you, oh great mountain? You shall become plain. Who are you, oh great mountain? You shall become plain. Deep down in my heart there are broken parts. Jesus, come and make me whole. Down on bended knee, to those peaks I flee, and there's comfort in my soul. Who are you, oh great mountain? You shall become a plain. Who are you, oh great mountain? You shall become a plain. Not by might, not by power, but by my Spirit, says the Lord. Not by might, nor by power, but by my Spirit, says the